Have you ever looked at someone who's building wealth and wondered, how are they getting ahead so fast while I'm working just as hard? Because from the outside, it almost looks like they discovered some secret. But here's the surprising part. The hardest part of becoming wealthy isn't making your second $100,000. And it's definitely not your third. It's making your very first $100,000. And once you understand why, you'll stop thinking rich people are simply lucky. You'll realize there's actually a... So let's break it down. Why most people never reach $100. Let's imagine two people. They're both 25 years old. Both have decent jobs. And both earn around $60,000 a year. That's a pretty normal salary in many parts of America. So you'd probably think saving money should be easy. But then real life happens. Rent, car payment, health insurance, phone bill, groceries, student loans, and suddenly there's barely anything left by the end of the month. And this is exactly where most people get stuck. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't work hard. That paycheck doesn't feel so big anymore. Actually, most people are working incredibly hard. The problem is, almost every dollar they earn already has somewhere else to go.
Now here's where things get interesting. Imagine you've saved your first $1,000. That's awesome. But financially, that money isn't doing much, even if it grows by 10% in a year. But now imagine something different. That's only around $100. Nice? Life-changing? Not really. Imagine you've built $100,000. At that same 10% return, $10,000 in a year. Your investments could grow by around, think about that for a second. You didn't work overtime. You didn't pick up a second job. You didn't ask your boss for a raise. Your money started working for you. And that's the moment everything begins to change. Because once money starts creating more money, the game becomes completely different. Why most people never reach that point. Why? Because every time they make more money, they spend more money. They get a raise and move into a nicer apartment. They buy a newer car, take more expensive vacations, increase their monthly payments. And before they realize it, their lifestyle grew, but their investments didn't. This has a name. It's called lifestyle inflation. And honestly, it's one of the biggest reasons people stay financially stuck, even when their income keeps going up, because earning more money doesn't automatically make you wealthy. Keeping and investing part of that money does.
So how do you actually get there? First, live below your means. Not forever. You don't have to deprive yourself, just long enough to build momentum. Second, invest consistently. Even if it's only a few $100s every month, because consistency matters more than perfection. Third, avoid high-interest debt. A credit card charging 20% interest can destroy your progress faster than almost any investment can grow it. And finally, be patient, because building wealth usually feels slow at first, painfully slow. But then something amazing happens. The growth starts accelerating. And suddenly, all those small decisions begin working together. Here's the biggest lesson. Your first $100,000 isn't powerful because of the number itself. It's powerful because once you reach it, your money starts helping you create even more money. That's why the beginning feels so slow, and later, it feels like everything speeds up. So if you're still at the beginning of your journey, don't get discouraged. Keep saving. Keep investing. Keep making smart decisions. Because one day, you'll look back and realize the hardest part wasn't becoming wealthy. The hardest part was simply getting started.